We've gotten all the metal off of the ceiling. We've gotten all the HVAC stuff down. So now we're getting ready to do the lights. So we're trying to reuse as much as we can. One, because it sticks with the look and feel of the bunker, and two, because then we don't have to spend money. Right now, we're looking at this conduit. We're gonna reuse this and put a light switch here. So we're looking at the end of this over here, which kind of curves down, and we're thinking of taking that off and sticking it where this comes together. So then we'll have a light switch right there. We're gonna lay these out, see what fits in what, and map out all of our conduit for our lights. Get this wire out. Guess we're gonna have to do it in the little.
I bet if we open that, Ruben,
Yeah,
we can pull it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So we're gonna keep this because it goes around the pillar, it's already framed. We're gonna cut this part out and continue it down and up and go to where those wires are right there, because that's where our power is coming from. And then we're gonna bring our conduit over to the side and line the lights from that conduit. Oh, we're also gonna bring a conduit down over near that door so that we have a three-way switch. So that's the plan right now. And I gotta cut this piece off right there so that I can connect a new piece of conduit to it. That's the next step. So, Enoch, this is where it's loose. It should be loose in there, right? You got that last one out?
Yeah.
All right, so my thought is, if I'm holding on to this, and you're holding on to that bottom one, you can kind of maneuver it out. Can you pull that one out of the wall? Okay. Now I'm rethinking this.
Yeah.
Now that I'm holding up this thing. I think I need to be in the middle. Or no, let's do this. That worked fine.
Yeah.
But you hold it up. You might want to get some gloves on. You hold this up. I'll move the ladder over there so that I'll be able to hold that side up.
Yeah.
And then we should be able to lower it then.
All right.
Without it crashing down. All right, you got it?
Yeah.
For now. Okay, so step one is we got to put up all the conduit. Well, I guess pre-step one is take down the conduit that's there so we can raise it up to a higher level. Get all the conduit up, then we're going to get the wires through. After we get the wires through, then we're going to set up our lights. So 3-step process, go.
Welcome to forever, man.
Some things that I need done that other people can work on while I'm getting this down is there's some copper tubing. I'm not exactly sure what it's for. My guess is that it has something to do with measuring pressure, and if the pressure changes, then the baffles close. And it was connected to a little measuring device. I don't know if it's temperature or something like that, but it's connected somehow to the baffles, I'm pretty sure. And we need to get a few things apart, like we're going to reuse some of our light switch boxes. So those, we need to take the old wires and everything out of those. So, but meanwhile, I'm going to be working on this.
All the more times I've been seven, I'm raising the bar, you can go ahead and measure. Think about time for a toast. Time that we welcome to go. Yo, when it's leaving, I think about time that somebody go get them their coat. You know I got all that anthem, come back in, what you call that add-on. Got anthems and bands with masters, getting them right like my name was Miranda. I ain't bigger dead than alive, I ain't bigger dead than alive. One more time, this is forever, remember the legend, he never gon' die, yeah. I ain't bigger dead than alive, bigger dead than alive. I ain't bigger dead than alive, dead than alive, yeah. I ain't bigger dead than alive, bigger dead than alive, Just making sure that you know why, because this is forever. And there will be no surrender. Yeah. You know that this right here forever. No surrender. It's forever. You know this right here forever. No surrender. It's forever. You know this right here forever. I am just leaving a legacy. I am the one that they paid us. Got something to say to me, say, you know I've been waiting so patiently. This is my legacy. Y'all don't believe me, then wait. Basically, I have been running things. You can just go on and take a seat. Yeah. Loving they hated me, put that on everything. Not on my level. You could be the enemy. This is the plan that we showing them anyway. Hit them the ass and give them the NBA rule. This is the brand new. This is the brand new. Nothing you can't do. Nothing you can't do. And there ain't no thing that you'll be taking from me. Man of the king. Nothing made is something that is supposed to come.
Okay, so now that we've taken all the metal down, we can start putting up the conduit so we can get the lights up. That's too low? Or up here? Should be about there.
Yeah, that's good. I think that's the right height for the light switch.
Self-tapping screw. I almost hate cutting these pipes because, well, first of all, they have a bend. So if I need a bend, I already have one. And this one's really long. So it's like, oh, that is nice because it's gonna look nice because it's so long. Because I could cut this one 3 feet, cut it there, cut it right here. So I have another bend if I need it. And then maybe cut this one, the 26-inch like for the crossover. I have these couplers that are on these old conduits right here. And unfortunately, I didn't realize the threads on these isn't the same size as the threads on regular 1/2 inch. I was hoping I could use these and then screw into these with just like a regular 1/2 inch thread, but can't do it if they're not the same size. So anyway, I'm trying to figure out, is there a way, with all the stuff that I have, is there a way for me to make this last transition? We do have some flexible pipe. I'm thinking about checking that out to see if I can maybe solve my issue. So instead of using flexible conduit, we had this 90-degree conduit, and so we just added that to the corner, and it looks like we got it fit together pretty good. All right, so we've been putting together the conduit for this side of the wall, and we've got it all together. We put it together as one piece because it actually is, the pieces go in pretty tight, most of them. A little bit worried that some of them might come out, but we're gonna try to lift the whole thing up to the top and then start attaching it. Fortunately, there's this little piece of vent on the one side, so we're gonna kind of rest it on that side, while the other person lifts it up on the ladder with this bident, because the ladder doesn't quite go up all the way to the top. So we'll lift the other side up, hold that just temporarily while I just kind of rest it on there, and then we hurry and we move the scaffolding to the other side, because otherwise that, their arms are gonna get tired. And then we're gonna strap it in with the pipe straps, the conduit straps. So that's the plan. We've been working really hard on this conduit, measuring, remeasuring, cutting, a little bit of recutting, but I think it's right. This room isn't perfectly square. It's not the same distance on one side as the other side. So we wanted to kind of get it as much as we could visually centered on this side as well on that side, but also have all of the lights equally spaced throughout the whole space. So that took a little bit of math and a little bit of calculating, and I think we finally got it. Well, I hope so, because it's all put together. That's what we're gonna do. I don't think we can get it without messing it up.
apparently this place is built like a bunker.
All right, so I got the third bit that came with the screws. Probably not a great bit, but it is new. Alright, so I think the problem is that I thought this one drill was a hammer drill. I don't think it's a hammer drill, I think it's just an impact drill. So we needed a hammer drill, so this is a hammer drill so we can get into this concrete. We've got a lot of concrete, so we're gonna need a hammer drill. So we'll see how well this DeWalt performs. And hopefully we'll get the rest of this conduit set up today. Much better, much better. It actually did something. You tried to use a regular drill. See, I guess I thought my other one was a hammer drill, but it was just a drill setting. I've had a hammer drill in the past, but it's been a long time, and I wasn't really using a lot of tools at that time, so I didn't really understand, but that just ate right in there, so that was awesome. That's it. That's not bad. Actually, let's stop halfway, right by the door. Good throw. Bad catch. Alright, you think you want to help me out here?
Hold it up.
Or I'll hold it. You lift this thing up and screw it in. Okay. I should probably put on those clamps because it's probably not on there super strong. This way. So I'm a little worried that we're gonna have to get this out before we actually finish this conduit, because this is as far as this goes in. That's a big deal. That means we may have to recut this piece, but once we put the wire in, we can't recut it. We may just have to figure out how to get this out. Temporary solution, maybe we can just take out this framing. Because maybe if the framing weren't there, then it fits. Up there.
Oh yeah, that'd be bad.
Where are my pliers? Okay, so I figured I can pull this out And if I have to do my wiring right here, I can pull this out and do that, and then just kind of slide it back and then work it into that area. So I'm not going to worry about taking this down right now. Hopefully that doesn't cause me any issues. What I need to remember though is to leave some extra slack of wire in there. Because if I don't leave extra slack of wire, I can't pull it out because it'll be too tight. All right, it looks like it's gonna fit and it's gonna come out if we need to put in the wire. And I think we're just gonna leave everything right now. We're not gonna put in the little hooks and everything until we get out all the wiring done. All right, so we're trying to get a line through the conduit. That way the line gives us something to pull the wires through the conduit with. We have the end of the line tied to a small piece of plastic bag to help try to suck it through. So we have the shop back up there, but it may be getting caught in that corner, or there's not enough suction when it hits that corner or something. So we're gonna get a ladder and try to pull it through the corner and feed it back through to get around the corner. Let's get the bigger ladder. Yeah, there should be some right. We got the string all the way from that light box all the way to the end so that we can pull our wires all the way through from that side to this side. We need to do another string that goes from the top of this one that goes down to this light box. So anyway, that's where we're at. We're pretty close to being able to pull the wires through, then attach our lights. So that's next. After we get all the wires in, we can attach our lights.
You're welcome.
Okay, so we got all of the lights in. Sorry we didn't get more footage of putting up these lights, but it's pretty straightforward. All these lights just sort of connect to each other. We put a string line to try to keep them straight, and we got these little brackets to make sure that they're really secure in there. We have the switches set up so we can turn on these 2 lights, or we can turn on these 4 lights, or we can turn on all of the lights. All right, so this took a long time, but this made the bunker so much nicer. Now we can actually use this space to live in while we renovate the rest of the bunker.
Because this is forever. And there will be no surrender. Yeah. You know that this right here forever. No surrender.
He's like, stop looking at the camera.